It all begins with early mornings, a cup of coffee to get the day started, and heading down the road to meet my patients. My days are spent caring for family pets and their humans, being able to provide care for a pet that needs immediate or urgent care or regular checkup, and care for a human client that has questions about their pet that just needs to know we're here for them. And that's what our days are made of. And that's something I want to offer every community when it comes to acquiring other hospitals. Quality care and good medicine with compassion for both pets and their family members. I'm Steve Whatley. I'm a veterinarian. I live in Albany, Georgia. I've been practicing veterinary medicine since May of 1998. The transaction that occurs between us and a seller is the way it's always been. It's from veterinarian to veterinarian. In the past, historically, what you would do is you would start your business, practice for 40 years, probably 35 years prior to that. You would groom your associate to take over your practice, sell it to them, and you would retire. We want it to be similar to that. I don't know that some sellers really know what's going to happen to their practice, or they think they know what's going to happen to their practice when they sell to a corporation. And when we say corporation, we're talking, the CEO may not even be a veterinarian. There may not be a veterinarian except for possibly your chief medical officer that is even in the business. They're backed by private equity money, hoping to snatch up as much market share as they can. Well, they have an exit plan as well. It's not a long-term play for them. I'm not corporate. I've never worked for corporate, so I hate to say exactly what they're going to do because I don't work with them. But I do know what I've seen has happened, that practices get purchased, get acquired. They get grouped into a box, several hundred practices, and then they're sold to a bigger company. And I think other than some really big players who are going to remain private, will go public. And when they do, the CEO is going to have to answer to shareholders their demands on growing profits and their earnings. And they're not going to be held accountable to the staff. They won't be held accountable to the clients. None of that's going to make a difference. That's not us. This is a long-term building a family of hospitals. The changes that we do make hopefully are improvements in the way that if a seller sells to us, we give them the option to work as long as you want to. Leave tomorrow. Work 2 days a week. Work half a day. If total retirement is not, part of your future, come in 1 day a week. We do allow backdoor access to all of our sellers. It's theirs. We respect that. I feel like I have a better relationship and a closer connection to the generation of veterinarians that are exiting right now. I feel like we're cut from the same cloth. They're hardworking. They do care about their staff. They do care about this baby that they have grown for the last 40 years, and they care what happens to it. We're hands-on, but we're also hands-off. The way I would like for it to be structured in the transaction is that we remain a ghost. Clients don't know who we are. The community doesn't necessarily know who we are, but we also want to be accessible. If a technician or a kennel assistant has a problem My phone number, my cell number, is in every hospital manual. I have an open door policy. They can pick up the phone, call me, text me directly. If a kennel assistant, given the situation where we are now, if they're sick, we know it. And actually we're reaching out to them to check on them, to see how they're doing. I'm at every hospital every single month, at least, meeting with managers, meeting with other staff members' concerns. If an x-ray machine or an ultrasound machine goes down, or if a location says, hey, we need an ultrasound, well, they pick up the phone and they call me directly. It's not a 6-month process that has to be presented to a board and get a board vote to say, can we put an ultrasound machine in this hospital? For us, it's a decision pretty much by me. If I'm a seller, I would wonder, so we sell today, what's tomorrow going to look like? We hope that tomorrow's going to look like two clients and hopefully some staff, that it looks no different than the day before. However, the management duties you don't have to do. My controller at home does the payroll. We take care of all the marketing, social media. Our inventory manager is at each location every month, making sure that the proper amount of product is on the shelf, proper quantity. Our other offices will pretty much have like a want list, send it directly to her in a text, an email, and a phone call. She places the order. They usually have it there the next day or 2 days later. Taking away the management, the daily management of a hospital, allows not only our veterinarians, but allows our team members there to focus on what's important, and that's good medicine. Because regardless of what you might think about business, good medicine is good business. If we're doing all the right things, the business will take care of itself. Even though we look at metrics, we're not necessarily data-driven. We have a platform for our veterinarians to collaborate. So a hospital in South Carolina can post a history, upload images, download blood work, put it out there, and within minutes you've got other veterinarians from other states chiming in and going, this is what I would do. These are the tests I would run. Oh, I see this right here. Here's how I would do this. We also have, and they're actually videos that I made for surgeries that they may not have seen, or maybe they see those surgeries once a year. And it's just a recipe to show them, hey, it's 8 o'clock at night. I've never done this procedure before. What do I do? Oh, I can log on to the platform. Step by step by step, we can get this done. And actually, if you can't get it done, there have been several occasions that my veterinarians have called me on a Saturday or Sunday and FaceTimed me. And maybe they've never wired a broken jaw back together. And with the technician's help of holding a phone, I can walk them through those steps. Abdominal surgeries that they've never done before, I can walk them through those steps just through FaceTime. So we do have a relationship beyond the transaction. It's really hard to explain, but it is more of an extension of another extension of another family after the sale. I think we think that if our business is good, that we should give back as well. But it's important to us that we support the local ball teams, that we support the booster clubs, that we support the fun run, that we support the cancer rallies for someone who's sick. A lot of these functions, the people are our clients who we're supporting. But we do it at every single office. I think if I was selling a practice today, I care more about my team members that have been with me for 25 years. What's going to happen? What would happen to them if I left? What about the client that I started seeing them, and now I've been seeing their child, and now I'm seeing their grandchildren. The generations of people that I've helped, and when I walk away, I want to continue that legacy that I have nurtured for 40 years. That's what's important to me. I feel like that's what we would offer to a seller. And that's the way I look at it. I want to put myself in their shoes and say, what are they thinking about? What makes them nervous? What are their fears? How can we make those fears go away and make this very seamless, that it's a smooth transaction, that when you do sell to us, that you walk away and you can come back in your practice a month later, a year later, and it doesn't really look any different than when you left it. I just feel like, out of respect, even though they may not be there, their name's still there. I would want to ride by if I'm 80 and go, hey, that's my name over there. And it's still running like it used to.